What's up, everyone? I'm Leah B. Jackson. I'm here with Vince and Janito, and today we're going to be talking about a controversy that has been sparked by the International Esports Federation surrounding their World Esports Championships that are taking place later this year. Now, basically what happened is that they're excluding female players from competing in the Hearthstone event. And I don't really think that's fair. Vince, can you break down the situation a little bit more for us?
Sure. So this came to light because of a Reddit post that went up yesterday morning that showed that a Finland-based qualifier for this event that's actually happening later this month, the qualifier is, was not going to allow female players, and that seemed kind of odd. And then kind of a firestorm started, and more people looked into it. And then on the IESF Facebook page, you can see them kind of defending their decision and why they felt that it was okay, even though obviously, clearly, it isn't. They're allowing. They've got Dota 2, they've got Ultra Street Fighter 4, Hearthstone, and StarCraft 2, but all those games except for StarCraft 2 will be excluded from women. Women will not be allowed to participate in any of them.
But they will be able to compete in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and a StarCraft 2 tournament, right?
Right, but not Hearthstone, yeah.
So, I mean, that seems strange to me. Why is that happening? I mean, there are other leagues out there. Even the IESF mentioned that there's a chess,
Right.
in competitive professional chess, that there's, an open league and a women's league.
Sure.
How does that compare to what's going on in this assembly tournament?
Right. So the big difference here between what the IESF is doing and what happens in professional chess is that in chess they have a separate women's league to act kind of as a platform to highlight female players who are really strong, so that women get kind of some eyes on them, whereas normally they might not, because a lot of these competitions are very male oriented. The difference, though, is that if you're a female player who feels 100% strong and confident in competing with the men, you're entirely allowed to. Like, the best female player, hands down, if you look at their rankings, like the best female player, hands down, doesn't even compete in the women's league in chess. She only competes in the open league.
Right.
So there's no opportunity for a strong female player. So in this case, like for instance, if you're a strong female Hearthstone player, there's just no way for you to compete at all. Not against other women, not against anybody.
Right. So, I mean, moving forward, is that what these tournaments need to do? Do they need to have an equal playing field, or what do you think, would help solve this issue? Sure.
I mean, well, one thing the IESF can do is just make their competition just like every other competitive competition for gaming in the world, and make it open. I mean, you look at EVO, which is coming up shortly, the International for Dota 2, which is coming up shortly. These are not, there is no stipulation anywhere that women cannot compete in these tournaments, and there's no reason for there to be such a stipulation. Now, if you want to have a female-only league or a female-only tournament, that's terrific. I think in some cases that is necessary, so that the strong female players have a platform where they can shine, and more female players can see more female players playing, which I think is always positive.
Definitely.
But there's no reason for them to exclude them from the main tournaments. I would say keep their the female only tournament. That's terrific. Make sure that there's just as many female only tournaments as there are as there are open tournaments. And then the big most important thing is that your quote unquote main tournament, don't make it male only. Absolutely allow any women players who feel strong and feel like they want to compete with everybody else, allow them to.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who plays these games myself, I mean, I'm not a competitive Dota 2 player or a Hearthstone player by any means, but if I wanted to compete in these events and I couldn't just because of this rule, I know that I would, feel really let down by that. And I think that if the International Esports Federation want to be seen on a global level and, want to be taken seriously, then they need to take these views into consideration, because this isn't treating everyone on the same level, and I don't think that's right. So let us know what you guys think about this in the comments section. I know that there's a lot of different views that people are taking here. It's very interesting to see how things are shaking up, but we want to hear from you guys too. All right, thank you so much, Vince, for breaking down this controversy to a level that we can all understand.
Sure.
There's a lot of moving parts going on. For more on Hearthstone, competitive gaming, esports, keep it locked to IGN.